Welcome to Hollywood Star Celebrity. Today we're diving into the legendary Batman, 1989, cast, then versus now in 2025. From Gotham's Dark Knight to its most notorious villains, let's see how time has transformed these iconic stars. Robert Wuhl, Alexander Knox. Robert Wuhl portrayed the sharp and witty journalist Alexander Knox in Batman, 1989. The reporter eager to uncover Gotham's biggest mystery, the Batman. With his humor and persistence, Knox added a light-hearted touch to the dark, crime-ridden city. Back in 1989, Wuhl was 37 years old, bringing energy and charm to the role. Fast forward to 2025, and the actor is now 73, a seasoned industry veteran with a legacy of memorable performances. Billy Dee Williams, Harvey Dent. Billy Dee Williams brought style and authority to the role of Harvey Dent, Gotham's district attorney with big ambitions for a crime-free city. Charismatic and confident, his portrayal hinted at the potential transformation into the infamous Two-Face, though that storyline never unfolded in this universe. Back in 1989, Williams was 52, commanding the screen with his signature smooth presence. Now, in 2025, at 88 years old, he remains a legendary figure in Hollywood, forever remembered for the roles that defined an era. Tracey Walter, Bob the Goon. Tracey Walter gave life to Bob the Goon, the Joker's most loyal and often unlucky right-hand man. As the clown prince of crime's top henchman, Bob was both menacing and oddly endearing, following orders with unwavering devotion, until his abrupt and darkly comedic demise. Walter was 41 when he played the role, bringing his signature offbeat charm to the character. Now, in 2025, at 77 years old, he remains a beloved character actor, known for his countless scene-stealing performances. Michael Keaton, Batman. In Batman, 1989, Michael Keaton, then 37 years old, portrayed Bruce Wayne/Batman with a brooding intensity that redefined the character for a new generation. His Batman was a quiet, calculating force of justice, shrouded in mystery and internal conflict, while his Bruce Wayne exuded an eccentric, almost reclusive charm. Keaton's performance balanced the psychological depth of a man haunted by his past with the imposing presence of Gotham's Dark Knight. Now, in 2025, at 73 years old, Keaton remains an iconic figure in Batman's legacy, his portrayal still revered as one of the most compelling in cinematic history. Jack Nicholson, Joker. At 52, Jack Nicholson brought the Joker to life with a mesmerizing mix of theatrical madness and sinister charm, creating a villain both larger than life and genuinely terrifying. His take on the clown prince of crime blended dark humor with unhinged brutality, making every scene unpredictable, one moment laughing, the next pulling the trigger. With his chilling grin and wild energy, he dominated the screen, turning chaos into an art form. Now, at 87 in 2025, his performance remains legendary, a gold standard for cinematic villains that still echoes through Gotham's shadowy streets. Jerry Hall, Alicia. At 32, Jerry Hall embodied Alicia, the glamorous yet tragic mistress of Gotham's most dangerous man. Caught in the Joker's twisted world, she was a vision of elegance masking quiet desperation, her beauty both a gift and a curse. Beneath the perfect exterior lay a woman stripped of agency, reduced to a living work of art by the man who claimed to love her. Her haunting presence added a layer of eerie sophistication to the chaos around her. Now, at 68 in 2025, Hall's role remains a striking reminder of how, even in Gotham, beauty can be its own kind of prison. Pat Hingle, Commissioner Gordon. At 64, Pat Hingle brought a steady, no-nonsense presence to Commissioner Gordon, portraying him as a seasoned cop navigating Gotham's descent into madness. Though not as deeply involved in the action, his Gordon was a man of quiet authority, standing as one of the few honest figures in a city overrun by crime and corruption. His trust in Batman hinted at a deeper understanding of the war being waged in the shadows. Though Hingle passed in 2009, his legacy endures, and in 2025, his portrayal remains a nostalgic cornerstone of Gotham's cinematic history. Jack Palance, Grissom. In Batman, 1989, Jack Palance, then 70 years old, played Carl Grissom, a ruthless Gotham crime boss who exudes an air of old-school menace and authority. Grissom controls much of the city's underworld but fatally underestimates his ambitious right-hand man, Jack Napier, whom he sets up to be killed, only for Napier to survive and transform into the Joker. Palance's signature gravelly voice and imposing 6 feet 3 inches frame added a chilling presence to the role. If he were alive today in 2025, he would be 106 years old. Michael Gough, Alfred. Michael Gough, at 72 years old, portrayed Alfred Pennyworth with a warmth and quiet wisdom that made him the emotional anchor of Bruce Wayne's world. As the loyal butler and surrogate father figure, he provided unwavering support, subtle humor, and a touch of elegance amid Gotham's chaos. His presence was gentle yet firm, offering Bruce guidance without overstepping. Gough's refined demeanor and knowing glances spoke volumes, making Alfred more than just a servant. He was family. If he were alive today in 2025, he would be 108 years old. Philip Tan, Goon. At 28 years old, Philip Tan brought raw energy and precision to his role as one of Joker's deadly goons, showcasing his martial arts skills in Gotham's dark underworld. Though a man of few words, his presence was felt through fast, brutal movements, making him a formidable enforcer in Joker's chaotic rise to power. His stunt work added a layer of authenticity to Gotham's violent criminal element, making every fight sequence feel sharp and dangerous. Now in 2025, Tan is 64, with a legacy in action cinema that extends far beyond his early days in Gotham. Terence Plummer, Goon. At 52 years old, Terence Plummer took on the role of one of Gotham's ruthless goons, blending seamlessly into the city's grim and dangerous underworld. With a hardened look and a tough demeanor, he played a nameless enforcer caught in the madness of Joker's reign, embodying the type of street-level muscle that kept Gotham's criminals in power. Though a small role, his presence added authenticity to the film's gritty crime world. If he were still alive in 2025, he would be 88 years old, leaving behind a career filled with memorable character work. Kim Basinger, Vicki Vale. At 35, Kim Basinger brought charm, intelligence, and determination to Vicki Vale, the fearless photojournalist who wasn't just another damsel in distress. With her striking presence and sharp instincts, she uncovered Gotham's darkest secrets while becoming entangled in Bruce Wayne's double life. Her chemistry with Michael Keaton gave the story its romantic edge, while her courage placed her in the line of fire against Joker's madness. Now in 2025, Basinger is 71, her performance still remembered as a defining take on one of Batman's most iconic love interests. Richard Strange, Goon. At 38, Richard Strange stepped into Gotham's underworld as one of Joker's menacing goons, his tall, imposing frame making him a natural fit for the role of a hardened criminal. Whether standing watch or engaging in chaos, he added to the film's gritty atmosphere, embodying the nameless but dangerous thugs who thrived in Gotham's shadows. His brief but memorable presence contributed to the Joker's reign of terror. Now in 2025, Strange is 74, with a career that spans music, film, and an enduring legacy in cult cinema. Carl Chase, Goon. Carl Chase played one of Joker's goons in Batman, 1989, serving as a loyal yet expendable henchman in Jack Nicholson's chaotic crew. Though his role was minor, he contributed to the film's darkly comedic and menacing underworld. Back in 1989, Chase was around 35 years old, and now in 2025, he would be about 71. George Lane Cooper, Goon. Standing at a towering 6 feet 11 inches, George Lane Cooper made an imposing presence as one of Joker's goons, adding to the gang's intimidating aura. His role, though brief, helped shape the film's gritty and theatrical underworld. In 1989, he was 55 years old, bringing a seasoned toughness to the part. Sadly, he passed away in 2002, and in 2025, he would have been 91. McDonald, Goon. McDonald, with his rugged presence and sharp features, fit right in as one of Joker's goons, embodying the rough, streetwise muscle of Gotham's criminal underbelly. His role may have been small, but his on-screen energy added to the gang's chaotic dynamic. Back in 1989, he was 40 years old, bringing a seasoned edge to the part. Now, in 2025, he is 75. William Hootkins, Eckhardt. William Hootkins brought a sleazy charm to corrupt cop Lieutenant Eckhardt, a crooked officer deep in Gotham's underworld, oozing cynicism and greed. His gruff demeanor and disdain for justice made him a perfect contrast to the film's heroes. At 41 years old in 1989, he delivered a memorable, if short-lived, performance. Sadly, he passed away in 2005, and in 2025, he would have been 77. Lee Wallace, Mayor. Lee Wallace portrayed Gotham's well-meaning but overwhelmed mayor, a man struggling to maintain order as crime and chaos consumed the city. His performance captured the frustration of a politician caught between fear and responsibility. In 1989, he was 59 years old, bringing a seasoned authority to the role. Sadly, he passed away in 2020, and in 2025, he would have been 95. That's a wrap on the Batman 1989 cast, then and now. Which transformation surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Hollywood Star Celebrity for more amazing celebrity updates. See you in the next one.